Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator. In this video, we're going to talk about something that happened off of Nantucket, and that a wind turbine in Massachusetts suffers blade failure and debris washes up on the beaches. This was July 23rd, 2024. Today is the 25th on Natural News. This was also on the AP News that the wind power operations off Nantucket are suspended after turbine blade parts washed ashore. This is CBS News, and it says that the Vineyard Wind shutdown after failure sends sharp fiberglass shards onto Nantucket beaches. And then this article says that is angering locals. So yeah, you can imagine that people going to the beach in the summertime are, they're at their beach vacation and now they can't go into the water. They say that the massive turbine blade, as long as a football field, was part of Vineyard Wind Farm off the coast of Massachusetts and its islands, Martha's Vineyard in Nantucket. The blade was broken and folded over on Saturday, according to Vineyard Wind CEO, told Nantucket residents and officials at a public safety meeting on Wednesday. They said since then, foam, debris, and fiberglass, including some large and dangerously sharp pieces, have washed onto beaches. A significant part of the remaining damaged blade detached from the turbine early Thursday morning, and the Coast Guard confirmed that it has located a 300-foot piece of the blade. They say there are few answers as to what caused the failure, and the incident has prompted questions and anger from city officials and Nantucket residents. And they couldn't see this coming. Anything you do has danger and can potentially have mishap. And so you put wind blades out there, it's a statistical probability that even though they say this is unusually, right here, a highly unusual and rare occurrence that a wind turbine breaks, it's a statistical probability that one's going to. And so people allow these things to happen, and then when something goes wrong, they go up in arms about it. Especially, they wouldn't care as much if it were in the winter, but now that it's summer and everybody's there on their very expensive vineyard and Nantucket vacations, and they can't go to the beach because this has even closed up to 6 beaches, and they're telling people that this is a very serious situation, and they're telling people that these fiberglass pieces are quite sharp, making swimming unsafe. And even to walk on the beach, they're telling people that you can, but be very careful and make sure that you're wearing shoes. Right here, the Nantucket Harbor Master Sheila Lucy said that while walking on beaches was still permitted, officials strongly recommend wearing footwear due to the presence of sharp fiberglass shards and debris. So the government has shut down the operation until they can ensure that all the rest of the blades aren't going to be breaking off and causing problems. But right now, a cleanup operation is going on, and they said that 6 truckloads of debris were collected. Now, they didn't say, if that's a pickup truck or a commercial truck. So that's just one blade. These blades are huge. People don't realize the size of these blades. I don't know if you've ever seen them just driving down the highway. They have one blade on a huge long bed truck, and that blade is hanging off of the back of that truck for a very long distance. Coast Guard found a 300-foot part of the blade. So this right here, just a portion of this blade can create 6 truckloads of debris. And right now, people in Massachusetts are not so happy about their summer beach vacations not going as planned. And they say the incident now raises specific questions about the safety and dependability of offshore wind projects, in addition to the regulatory structure governing the emerging industry. And they say that the blade experienced a breakage approximately 20 meters out from the root. And that was according to a Vineyard Wind spokesperson. The turbine was in its commissioning phase and was still undergoing testing. Nearly the entirety of the blade remains affixed to the turbine and has not fallen into the water. But the part that fell into the water was 300 feet. According to the Coast Guard, they found one piece 300 feet. And the debris has amounted to 6 truckloads of debris being taken off of the beaches. They say that people reported finding portions of green and white foam along with larger pieces of fiberglass. Right here, they show some cleanup crews taking out that green foam and fiberglass, and they got big bulldozers out on the beach to try to get this taken care of. They say that no Vineyard Wind workers were injured and no boats were damaged in the breakage, but he called it a serious situation and apologized to the residents for its impact. And the federal government is conducting its own investigation and has ordered Vineyard Wind to stop all its wind turbines producing electricity until it can be determined whether any other blades were impacted. The federal government has also ordered the companies to preserve any equipment that could help determine the cause of the failure. So right now, out there in Massachusetts, vacationers are being angered by an unusual and rare wind turbine failure that's littering the beaches with debris. Another hazard, people. You think you're going to the beach thinking you're just going to have a nice week at the beach until you find out that you can't go to the beach without having to be extremely careful. And there's another picture of debris being taken out. And even to walk on the beach, you have to take precautions. So these wind turbines, I'm for wind energy. I'm not so sure about planting them out at sea. People, say a lot about the birds and whatnot, but that's not the only issue with them. So stay tuned, people.